Afternoon, so it is about 1 o'clock and I'm out here at the Lower Cotter catchment. Going to be staying tonight at Clear Blue Range Camping Ground, if I remember the name correctly. So today I'm going to be heading to Sherwood Homestead. So this is a historical site in the Lower Cotter catchment and should be pretty nice. I have my long lens now, so I did some scouting and I think this area, especially this time of year, will be great for some woodland pictures. There should be some nice spring colors out. There's a lot of forest out here. Should be very nice. It's a pretty short hike. It's not really a hike really, it's not like a walk. It's about 4 k's to there. That's alright, sometimes a bit short is good. So yeah, head there, should be some good pictures for sunset. And if not, then for sunrise, I have a few ideas for tomorrow which I might try. But yeah, keep heading there. Should be a nice spot. Yeah, see you there. Alright, so it's about 3 p.m. now and I've had an opportunity to sit down, have a nice relax in that garden area and do a full lap of the property, or what would have been the property. As I was walking around, I stumbled across this composition, which I'll show now, and I've just been shooting it for the past 10 minutes because it's just sprung up on me and I want to make sure I get it. So it's pretty much the surrounding forest. There's just a little bit of what looks like late autumn leaves still peeking through, so it's this contrast between the red and the green. There's just some soft sunlight hitting this red area, and the green sort of a bit vignetted but also a bit bright, and something about the contrast I think just really works. So yeah, I've been shooting that, a bit different settings than usual. I'm on f4 this time because I want to make it look a bit painterly. Center weighted metering, so I want to make sure the exposure's dead on the subject. But yeah, it looks really nice from what I'm seeing. I'm very happy with it. I've all the way zoomed in, which is very nice to have an option of that now. But yeah, it looks really good. So yeah, I'll keep shooting that and then keep walking around the property. Hopefully something good should show up. I do have a very good idea for sunrise tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to a lot. But yeah, hopefully I can find something else, and yeah, I'll keep going. Right, so it is about 4:30 now, and after I felt like about half an hour of contemplation and indecision, I finally arrived at a composition I'm happy at. It took me a while because although the scene is really nice with these yellow leaves and this green tree, it's really complicated. It's very messy. There's a lot of elements happening there, a lot of twigs, leaves, branches, trunks. And to try and simplify all of that, and to make it not look like a complete mess. Took a long time, but I got somewhere I'm happy with. So I'm going for a similar sort of compositional idea for the first image, using contrast between two different leaf colors. So I've got this foreground green tree and then the yellow birch or whatever they are leaves behind them. Gone for a vertical composition again because I found landscape, although it might have looked better, there was a lot more distractions in the background. So with the sky, you could see some of the distant grass as well. But I think with this one, it's pretty much impossible to see. The colors are really nice, composition simple. It just works really well. But yeah, this was originally going to be my sunrise shot for tomorrow, but I think the way that the direction everything's going to happen, it's going to look a lot better here, I think. Hopefully the sunset turns out well though, because it seems to be getting a little bit clouded over. Yeah, this should be a good shot. I'll wait around. It's probably going to be another hour or so actually until the light starts coming in, so wait around here. It is again a very nice spot, and yeah, this is a shot I'm very happy with. I'm quite looking forward to shooting this. Hopefully it should turn out good. Yeah, see you after. Alright, so it's about 5:15 and I've just finished wrapping up shooting here, but unfortunately the light never came. It just completely clouded over, which is a shame because it was a really nice day up until about an hour ago. But either way, I was looking at the back of my camera at the photos and honestly they still look pretty good regardless. The colors were there and there was a bit of sunlight coming through the clouds for a bit, so I managed to snap some good ones whilst that was happening. So yeah, I think they turned out well anyway. I was using a fairly shallow depth of field once again, f4, so I'd have a bit of a zoom in and it did look really good. Yeah, I'll probably pack up now and head back to Blue Range Campground. I think for tomorrow, I'm going to be shooting sunrise at a forest, which is basically just next to the road you take to head to this campground. I think it's Uriara Forest, but I could be wrong there. But I think there's a lot of just nice trees. I have a good feeling about some shots there. It seems to be not too busy. And I'm just not too sure about this exact location at sunrise, but you never know, I might change my mind about it just because by tomorrow there might be some better light. So, but either way, I'm pretty happy with the images, and yeah, I'll head back, try and get some sleep and decide what I want to do tomorrow. Alright, good morning. So it's about 5 a.m, so it's a bit dark, but I decided to head back to Sherwood Homestead and reshoot the picture I shot yesterday. The thought process ended up being quite simple. I don't think I'll be returning to Blue Ridge Campground anytime soon, so this might be one of the last times in quite a while I'll be able to shoot this image. And the other shot is just next to Brindabella Road. So it is a shot I can definitely fit in on another camping trip, but seeing as I'm here, I thought I might as well try and get the shot again, see if there's some good light, which, based on what the clouds are looking like, there should be. Seems to be a very clear morning, not too cold either, because it is spring now. But yeah, it should be good. So yeah, I'll head back to the spot and hopefully there'll be some good light this morning. Alright, so it's about 5:40 now, and there's only about 5 or 10 minutes or so until the sun rises. And it's quite a spectacular sunrise, but I'm definitely in the wrong place for it, unfortunately. yeah, the sky is really quite something. But yeah, I've got my composition set up. Basically the same thing as yesterday. I do have the tree a bit more in its own bottom right third, as opposed to dead on center, which is what I was doing yesterday. But other than that, it's essentially the exact same composition, exact same idea really, using the contrast of the leaves and the contrast of this little foreground tree to sort of create a less busy composition. Yeah, it should be good. Very nice morning. Yeah, I'll head back to the campground after this. Yeah, this should be a good shot, I reckon. Alright, so it's about 6 o'clock now, and the sun has rose. Unfortunately, just like yesterday, it is clouded over once again. A real shame, to be honest. Not much I could have done about it. The other shot would have been even worse, but unfortunately, I'll have to stick with yesterday's photos, which, you know, weren't bad, but I was hoping for a bit more. Yeah, I'll shoot what I have here. I might wait a bit just to see if, you know, I get a bit lucky potentially, but other than that, I'll probably pack up my bags and head back. But yeah, other than that, can't really do much about it. But yeah, anyway, take the shot and then head back to the campground. So yeah, came back. So ended up getting home Wednesday afternoon from the trip where I finished on Wednesday morning. Got on my computer, had a look at the images. I just wasn't really that satisfied, so I've come back. It's Thursday afternoon now, and it's all down to me really. It is a beautiful sunny day, so there shouldn't be any issues with light. And I've come back to the exact same spot. I'm gonna shoot more or less the same photo, and hopefully this time actually get some good pictures. But yeah, it should be really good. I'm probably gonna put the camera down, put the phone down I should say, and just spend the next hour or so, because I still have quite a bit of time before sunset, just getting the composition right, because I do think I could have made it a bit better than last time. But yeah, find the composition. I did have another walk around the whole area, and I did find a good shot for sunrise actually, which I'll put up now. I think that image should be good for tomorrow morning if this one doesn't turn out well. But yeah, it's good to be back, and I'm hoping this time the images should be a lot better. Alright, so it's about 5:10 now, and I've had my composition set up for the last 10 minutes or so, after doing quite a bit of scouting just to make sure I got the right angle. And I've just been waiting for the sun to get lower in the horizon. I'm not so sure if the light's going to be as good as I thought it might have been, but I'm still glad I came out here either way. And look, anything beats the other day, honestly. Yeah, I've gone for a pretty similar compositional idea to what I had last time. I'm using the foreground green tree contrasting with the yellow birch. I think they're birch, and using the vertical lines of them to sort of separate and create some contrast between those two elements. Have gone for a bit different settings though this time. I'm shooting at f11. Yesterday I was about f4 or so. I found the f4 looked a little bit worse, or not that great really. So I'm shooting at f11 this time. The issue I had was that in the composition, just because of the way everything's angled and the landscape is, I do have to include a bit of the ground, And I found having it f4, because that would just be, all it was completely out of focus, just added a really big distraction, which I just really didn't find do much for the image. So yeah, I stopped down to f11 this time, getting swooped a bit, but yeah, I'm shooting at f11, not bracketing because it's not really a high dynamic range scene. Yeah, I think it should be a good photo. Definitely a lot more confident this time than the other 2 times I shot this, but it should be good. Well, as much as it pains me to say it, this image sucks. The combination of harsh lighting and lack of shadows makes the scene one that is lacking contrast and a strong subject I was hoping to create. With hindsight, this scene definitely needed to be photographed at sunrise to avoid the harsh lighting. Basically, this image failed in just about every way the first succeeded. At the very least, I think this shot gave me a solid lesson in not overthinking a scene. I think in the end I grew far too attached to this subject, and I really should have moved on earlier to another composition. But hey, it's just all part of the learning experience. Alright, so it's about 5:30 and I've decided to come back to the scattered image I took yesterday. It's a pretty simple shot. I don't think it'll, win any awards or anything, but it is quite nice. So it's basically got the leading line of the Homestead Road, which sends you to the right side where there's this sort of colorful tree there, where the homestead is, and then up to the top left. God, I'm getting my directions all mixed up. Up to the top left where the hill is. I'm hoping when the sun rises I can get just a little dab of light on that mountain, and I think it should look quite good. Yeah, shooting at f11, ISO 100, and then just shutter speeds, whatever the camera needs. Pretty simple shot, but I think it should work quite well. I did have a look at some of the images on the back of my camera from yesterday, and admittedly they don't look quite as good as I was hoping, or as I thought they'd look, but I'm glad I did come back to shoot it, because honestly I don't think I'll be coming back here anytime soon to shoot these, so it's good to come back and shoot this stuff under the best conditions and at least experiment a little bit. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this new lens. Get a ton of different perspectives I haven't really been able to shoot for a while, so it's really good to get in there and just try and focus on little details in the landscape. But yeah, not too much longer till sunrise. I'll shoot this and then head back off. So nice 2 trips. I'm glad I came back here. Yeah, I'll shoot this and head back. Alright, so it's about 6 o'clock now, a bit after 6, and I've just begun walking back from the location back to the campsite. The image turned out pretty good. Again, nothing award winning or award worthy but it still is quite nice. I didn't quite get the dab of lighting I wanted. It was more like the whole hill lit up by the sun, but it's still pretty good. I'm glad I came out here again because, again, I don't think I'll be coming back out here for quite a while at least. But yeah, finished the trip now, so I'll be heading back home. Finally going to be heading out of Canberra today. Should be a good change. But yeah, head back to the campsite. I would recommend coming out here once again. It's very peaceful and calm. And I'll see you next time.